From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here on the hill here today, Chad Green.
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Gets him to chase after that one. Ground ball right side. Jimenez. And an easy out to start the game. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Now the number 2 hitter, Parker Meadows. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's a strike, and the count is 1-2.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Inside, now 2-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, and that is gone. A solo shot, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts, finally squared one up. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
So up next, Kerry Carpenter. One out, bases. Here's Riley Green.
Number 34.
Check swing, called strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Popped up. Barker settles under this one. And that is that. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Tigers 1 and the Jays 0. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab in this one, Reese Olson.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Here's Andres Jimenez. The 1-1. And that is out of play. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
So now here's the DH, Nathan Lucas. And that's outside, and it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. Rips one to left. That's a base hit.
Batting third, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
So man aboard. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out. Trey Sweeney. He's forced into the game at shortstop due to the injury. Anthony Santander at the plate. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
1 out. Runners at first and second. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's out of play, a foul ball. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Bo Bichette in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Lucas, the lead runner at second. Guerrero over at first with 1 away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Line to left. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail here 1-0. Top of the second. Here comes Gleyber Torres.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Good take by Torres. Check swing, and that's a ball. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
That one down the line. Throws to first in time. One up, one down.
96, first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And they get Torkelson for the out.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Colt Keith.
And now the DH, Colt Keith. Two outs, base is empty. And that misses. 2-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fouled off left side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That one 95 to finish him off.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Alejandro Kirk will hit next. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. 2 down, nobody on. And it's even up.
2 strike.
Two outs. Stays alive.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fair Lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they make short work of him there. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Tigers 1 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. And now Jake Rogers. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. 1 down, base is empty. High fly ball out into left center field. Bichette brings it in with a nice running grab.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers are shut down there, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Not even close there. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Back to the top of the lineup, Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. Ball to strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong. Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Next is the designated hitter, Nathan Lucas. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. Sweeney. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They still trail 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. And now Parker Meadows. And a foul ball. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. One down, base is empty. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next pitch is outside. Lifted in the air, right field. Springer sizing this one up. He's got it. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
2 down, base is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green. There's a swing and a drive. Santander moving back for it. That one is gone. And they add on. It's 2-0.
When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up, because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And now it's filled up. Colt Keith up next for the Tigers. Three and 2 now. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. Throw sails over his head at first. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gausman makes way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Now on the bump, Brendan Little.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Off the mark there. 2-2.
2-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error and 1 man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Tigers 3 and the Jays nothing. Back now in Toronto, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Checks a swing. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That's towards center. Hauls it in for the out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Anthony Santander now at the plate. Now one missed. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Ground ball, Torkelson. Steps on first for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, wOBA. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Offense held in check there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Jays nothing. New inning getting started. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Smoked on the ground to second. Tosses to first. One away here in the 5th.
Now batting third baseman, Andy Ibanez.
And next up for the Tigers, Andy Ibanez. One down, base is empty. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Bowden Francis preparing to come on if needed. Nance, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So digging in, Parker Meadows. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Out number 3. One left for Detroit, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's George Springer. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
2-2.
And downstairs.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Jack Flaherty getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Joe also getting ready. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone. Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 outs. That one misses, and the count's full. Got him swinging, and he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Tigers 3 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. Now, Kerry Carpenter. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
On the ground to the left. Bichette whips it to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting left fielder Riley Green.
Riley Green digs in now. One down, base is empty. And misses inside. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Jays nothing. Jack Flaherty gets the ball now.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range. And
this one swung on and hit well, way back there. Going. Oh! He sends it out of here. It's 3-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Andres Gimenez getting ready to hit. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count 2-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Runner on at first with one gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So two down now, and here is Anthony Santander. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Torkelson, and that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Bowden Francis.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Spencer Torkelson. The count 2-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Laced into left. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now it's the DH, Colt Keith. And he gets tied up right there.
1-2.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And up next for Detroit, Jake Rogers.
2 balls, 1
In the
strike.
dirt. Torkelson into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Now 2 out.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Next to hit, Andy Ibanez. Man at second. Fouls one off. 2-2. That one is upstairs. Trey Sweeney waiting to hit for Detroit. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him swinging. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Tigers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Will Vest.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Just missed. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And the batter is George Springer. And that just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next one is off the plate. And that's ball 3. Action in the pen down there. Jason Foley up and throwing. Brisky warming up as well. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first with one gone, and now Alejandro Kirk. The tying run at the plate. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line drive. Off balance speed. There's one. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
We're at the top of the 8th, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Trey Sweeney. The 1-1. In there at the knees for a strike. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
One down, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. Meadows stands at first with one out.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Riley Green. And a big swing and a miss. Next pitch misses, and it's a full count. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Stretches out and hauls it in. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Tigers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Bo Brisky.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Holton getting loose for A.J. Hinch. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now at the plate, Dalton Varsho. Tying run at the plate. And fouled off. Outside. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him looking. Now one away.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And a 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nathan Lucas now at the plate. Next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. And that's a little bit high.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-1 is on the way. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it. Really important at bat coming up now.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Bo Brisky won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Tyler Holton. Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Pinch running here, Jonathan Clase. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And a swing and a miss. That's the inning. Nicely done from the Tigers bullpen there. Through 8 full, it's the Tigers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Nance.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Michael Stefanik now in the game as he takes over at third. Here's Gleyber Torres. That's to third. Now he launches a throw over his head.
He's in there.
Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
Man at first, nobody out. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Goes down looking. So now the DH spot, Colt Keith. Runner on the move. Up the middle. Safe at second. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. That one just misses, and it's 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they boost their lead. It's 5-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Nance sets, fires. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the ninth, here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Holton, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
The Blue Jays down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through that.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the controlled command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Next offering is down low.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow It makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are. He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's down and in. That one fouled off. 2-2. The Jays down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.